Hi everyone and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa and in today's reading we will be looking into your first impression. So what impression do you have on people initially? 4 groups to choose from. Timestamps can be found in the description for whenever you're ready. If you need more time to look at those choices, just go back to the beginning and I shall see you in the group that you choose. So yeah, see you soon. Hi group 1 and welcome to your reading on what are people's first impressions of you. So let's go on and see what that may be for you group 1. Let's see. What are the first impressions for group 1? What first impressions do people usually give to group 1, or do people usually have of group 1? What are the first impressions that people have of group 1? Immediately, group 1, we have the Fox. So I'm feeling a couple things. Immediately, I feel that people pick up on your intelligence. They feel that you have a quick mind. You could be very witty, also very funny. I'm feeling with that Fox energy. I feel there is a level of knowing how to navigate situations as well, knowing how to accommodate to the environment and knowing what's appropriate. I feel that people recognize how well you pick up on the vibe of the room. It's like you're able to read the room, but I'm also getting a business savvy energy about you as well. You're able to spot opportunities really well. I feel like people look at you as maybe, I don't want to say opportunistic, but you have a good eye for opportunity. And I feel that there's like a mysteriousness to you as well, group 1, that people are captivated by initially. I also feel that you have very striking features, group 1, like your eyes and your jawline feel like they're quite prominent. Also, your nose could be like an important part of your face. I mean, yeah, it's in the center, but it's like something about your nose, I feel like features that are sharp. Like you could have a sharp nose or sharp features around like your T-zone, I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm getting a high level of intelligence that people pick up on. Very witty and funny is the immediate first impression. I also feel like a quiet exterior, or like an observant vibe as well. Like you're picking up on a lot of things, which helps you to understand how to navigate different environments, group 1. And I do feel that there is like a mystery to you as well. So people could assume that you're being secretive, especially if you aren't prone to talking that much initially. And I'm getting a seriousness, which I feel is associated with that business sense or that business savvy nature of yours, group 1. Let's see. Can we get anything else about first impressions that people have of group 1? Excuse me. First impressions of group 1. Yeah, I'm also feeling an intensity with your group 1. I feel like people could feel that you're mildly intimidating or maybe hard to approach or hard to read, group 1. I feel like people assume that you are able to really sit back and watch enough to understand things that they might not understand about themselves. Or I feel like you have a tendency to maybe bring about things that people haven't really thought about for themselves, or you bring about provoking conversations, or you provoke something within people. It's very interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's a mild intimidation factor that you have on others. And I also feel that you provoke people, maybe not, I'm not thinking it's intentional. I just think like your vibe is very intense and there's an intensity that could make people feel a little uneasy or may not know how to approach you sometimes, group one, but it doesn't outshine this intelligent factor that I feel people immediately pick up on. I'm thinking that maybe they feel like you kind of are very low key, so they don't know like who you are, but you're able to really understand other people or get a good understanding of who someone else is, even if they don't know much about you. I want to get a little bit more group one about first impressions. Yeah, some people might feel like you could just say what you think without caring. You just say it how it is. There could be like a slight impatience that people pick up on with you as well. Or maybe they can tell like you're no nonsense, and I feel it's associated with that intimidation factor of not wanting to get under your skin or not wanting to agitate you in some way. It's very interesting. I feel like people are wanting to be on their best behavior around you, group one, because it seems like they're afraid of what would happen if they got on your bad side, or they feel like there's another side of you that you keep hidden or keep to yourself that is a bit more reactive. And I'm seeing that I think that's what people might be afraid of. Not afraid, but just like, they have such a calm exterior, so observant, so intelligent. Like, I wonder what's behind that, because it seems like you're quiet on the outside, or like I could tell there's personality, like you're funny, but at the same time it feels like you're more reserved group. One, unless there's like an issue, or it's interesting. I feel like unless you're provoked. And so some people may try to provoke you to bring that out of you, but for the most part, it just seems like people feel that you have this essence and this energy of intensity around you, and it could be a bit intimidating. Anything else for group one? First impressions. First impressions of group one. First impressions of group one. Yeah, there we go. Very intense. We have Pluto, the most intense sign there is, okay? Not sign, intense planet. Pluto represents death, rebirth, power, transformation, hidden forces, mystery, things like that, things that provoke, things that shake your system and require you to think and act and behave differently. So I feel like you have that, yep, confirmation. You have that vibe about you that's very intense. I feel like a scorpionic energy is coming through. We even have the scorpion on the bottom. So I feel there's this intensity about you that can be intimidating. That's the biggest thing I'm getting for you, group one. I feel like first impressions, people are slightly intimidated by you, and it's probably because of the way you carry yourself. I feel you are more observant, you are extremely intelligent, you have knowledge. I feel like you hold some level of power or authority in your life. Maybe you make orders, or maybe you are some type of leader in a specific position in your job, or just in general. You have this level of authority about you, and I feel that can stir up some fear within others in approaching you. So that's very interesting. I feel that you could have gone through a lot of changes as well that people could recognize. I feel that people pick up on a depth to you, and I feel they would like to know more about why you act the way you act, or why it is that you present the way that you do. And I feel that people can understand, or they could see that there is a depth and a layer to you that's hard to access. And I feel like that's like, it's magnetic. It's like pulling people in because they want to know more, but at the same time they're a little afraid. because if they do get closer to you, like, what would that look like? Yeah, there's a lot of mystery around you and who you are, group one. But I mean, first impressions, intelligent and intimidating. That's what I'm mainly seeing for you, group one. So let's see a bit more. Let's see, like, I want to know, what do people think once they get to know a little bit more about you, you know? When they get to know a little bit more about group one, what is it that they find out? Group one. What is it that they find out when they get to know group one a little bit better? Group one. Aw, isn't that cute? I can tell. Aww. Aww. Group one, you're a sweetheart. You're sweet at the core. And see, nobody would think that. Nobody would think that because they're afraid of you. No, let me stop. Nobody would think that because of how you present. Of course, you should never judge a book by its cover, but I do feel like there's this exterior that you have that's very, like, I want to say serious, but also like witty. Like, you're funny and you're intelligent. Those are the main ones I get. And then when they get to know you a bit better, they see that you're incredibly sweet and caring. You offer good advice, I feel, and you offer a helping hand. You are extremely supportive, I feel. And I do feel like you're open to deepening connections. And I feel like you take relationships more seriously. I feel like you value people in a way that makes them feel cherished. So I feel this exterior that you have is more of like a protective layer to weed out the people who aren't really meant to be seeing this side of you. But I feel that you're extremely practical and dedicated to growth, group one. I also see that you are studious, focused, disciplined, or at least you're trying to be. I feel like there's like an intention to be or a desire to be these qualities, and I feel that they can see your effort in wanting to become someone who is grounded and who is able to develop and pursue goals and make smart investments in their life. I do feel like you're a lover at the same time. It's very sweet energy. I just feel like a sweetness with you, group one. And I feel like you provide, see, confirmation. I feel like you provide also, like this video if it's resonating for you, okay, like this video. But I feel that you provide practical assistance to people, like maybe you help them with a task or you provide them more practical advice on their situation. Especially if it's a team effort, I feel like you're a good team player. You're able to recognize the strengths of others and provide them with support in that way. I just feel a very supportive energy with you, group one. And intelligent. I keep getting that intelligent energy coming through. Yeah, that's lovely. Let's see a bit more. What else? What else do they get to know about group one when they get to know them better? Group one. What else do they get to know about group one when they get to know them better? Group one. I feel that they would understand that you've been through a lot of changes in your life, or that you are maybe a bit moody. Group one, you could be moody. You could be a little moody. LOL, not me being stuck on that. I feel like that's only when you're feeling overwhelmed or overburdened with things, or if you've been thinking a little bit too much. Outside of that, I feel like you have this energy of liking to be on the move. liking to see progressions in your life. I feel you're growth oriented, group one. But I do feel like you go through cycles, or if you're a woman or you identify as a woman, and you have a menstrual cycle, I feel like, when people get to know you, they can understand at certain moments of time there's like a fluctuation with how you are. That's interesting. I would also feel that, I think it's because I'm doing this, but I also feel that people may perceive you as having a bit more luck in life, or viewing things in a way that helps you to be more lucky. Yeah, that's what I really see with that for the most part. A sweetheart who's maybe perceived as a bit lucky and who is dedicated to their growth. You could be a student as well, or you could value education a lot, or you're educated. They may see how educated you are. Anything else for group one? About first impressions? Anything else for group one? I know I started to talk about what do they know about you when they get to know you, but yeah, I'd like to know a bit more about these first impressions. Anything else about first impressions? Well, it's too many cards. It's too many cards. I feel like people may see that you think a lot, group one. They might think that you maybe think a little too much, but who's to say? Can we get a bit more about these first impressions, please, for group one? First impressions of group one. All right, let's see. Yeah, I feel there's this feeling of you being in your own world, you being very focused on yourself, on your responsibilities, being really invested into your own life, really minding your business. I do see that maybe you keep to yourself, or maybe you're a bit more quiet. You could be a bit more introverted, or people perceive you as being more introverted, or you could just really stick close to those that you know. You're not really super open about letting everybody in. Yeah, I feel like you're very invested in your future, very invested into what you want to create for yourself, group one. And I'm seeing that's what people really perceive about you. Group one, I've been very experimental in your reading. I started to look at what do people figure out about you, and now I'm back to first impressions. So I feel like you have this ability to jump back and forth between things. Yeah, it's pulling me back to this Wheel of Fortune. You're able to change a trajectory really well. You have a skill set, or you have multiple skill sets that allow you to take different paths in life. I feel that you have a lot of opportunities to explore different skills in your lifetime. Yeah. And I see that you have a perspective of life that others may not have, and the way you think could really stand out amongst others. I think that plays into that intelligence that people pick up on about you, group one. Yeah, but for the most part, group one, I'm really seeing that for you, first impressions off the bat, intelligent, mildly intimidating, a bit quiet or to themselves. I've already said intelligent, but that keeps coming through as main energy. So you could be the person that people come to for answers. Hardworking, I'm seeing, very invested into themselves and their close-knit circle. Has a different perspective on life, maybe a viewpoint that others really appreciate and value. I feel that they can tell that you have wisdom to you and that you give good advice. And I feel like when people get to know you a bit more, they see that you are a sweetheart and that you're really dedicated to your growth, and maybe you also are a little bit moody. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you, group one. People are slightly intimidated by you because of this quiet exterior, but beneath the surface, I know you're a sweetheart. So yeah, love that about you, group one. Let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe to see more content from me. Also, if you ever wanted to book a reading with me, you can click that link in the description and I'll get back to you. But I shall leave you here until the next one, group one. Take it easy. Much love to you and keep on shining, okay? Bye. Welcome, group two, to your reading on first impressions on you and the first impressions that people have of you. So let's go on and get into it by first looking into the energy that you give off, okay? So, first impressions of group two, please. What are the first impressions of group two? Why am I feeling the need to say dramatic? Like maybe you have a dramatic presence about you, group two. You stand out immediately. Group two, well connected. I feel, you know what, there's a couple things. I feel first impressions are you're extremely skilled. So people may know you for a specific skill that you have, or maybe they just see that you are capable of a lot of things. I also feel that people view you as well connected. Like you have a lot of people that you are able to connect with, or you have good people skills, or you are well established within some type of community, or you've been able to establish your presence in some way. Also, I'm feeling like you prioritize community, or people may perceive you to be one who does that, or you like to bounce around. I'm getting a more extroverted energy, which is interesting. It's like quietly extroverted. Let's get a bit more before I speak too soon, group two. Okay, because maybe you're like, actually, no, I'm not extroverted. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you have like this comforting, beautiful essence I immediately feel. I feel like externally you are beautiful, group two. It's kind of like people are a bit in awe. Like when you see a deer in nature, like you stop and you look and you stare. You're like, oh my goodness. That's kind of how I feel. People look at you like, wow, they're really beautiful. Like a beauty that's not, I wanted to say sexualized, but that's kind of hard in today's time to even say that, because people will literally do that to anyone. But I feel like it's a beauty that's cherished. Like, oh wow, like something like fine china I'm getting, like a beauty that's like, it needs to be captured. That's interesting. That's interesting. A beauty that needs to be captured. I feel like you capture people. Like you capture their attention, like how a spider captures their prey. Ooh. Group two, first impressions are you're dangerous. I'm so in love with you. You set me free. Why did I just burst out into song? Bye. I feel there's a comfort that people feel with you immediately, group two. I mean, look at me. I just gave an example of that. I started to sing that song, which is Dangerously in Love by Beyonce, because I feel like people have like an effortless connection to you immediately. Like you're able to really capture someone's attention and make them feel at ease, make them feel good. Okay, I feel there's like a soothing, calm nature about you as well. You feel very dutiful. Like you're good at what you do. You're good at whatever you do, I feel. And I feel that people automatically ascribe good qualities to you. And it's interesting. I feel that can be a little dangerous. Like you might need to protect yourself. Group two, not to say that anybody's out to get you, but I do feel that it's easy to want to get attached to you. Group two, I feel like you can make friends very easily. People want to be around you, I immediately feel. You also feel very grounded, like authentic. It's not like you're seeking to just capture people or to have a lot of people around you. I feel like it's a natural capacity that you have to make people feel welcome and comfortable and able to really express themselves in a way that maybe they haven't felt like they could before. I feel you're very unique in your expression, and there's a beauty to you. And I feel like it's undescribable. It's otherworldly, your beauty is. Okay, I love that. I love that. I think I'm going to leave it there for the cards. Well, see, I immediately said that I feel like your presence is dramatic. We have the peacock. Like, you stand out. I feel you have, like, you pay a lot of attention to your look. Like, your aesthetic is important to you, or people like the way you look, simply. Yeah, I'm just getting, like, you have things to be proud of. Like, your physique could be nice, your face. I think it's just 10, 10, 10s across the board for you, okay, group 2? So, period. Okay, let's get a bit more for you. First impressions. It's hard not to look at group 2, okay? I'm automatically seeing that. It's hard not to look at group 2. It's hard not to want to be around group 2. It's hard. Okay. So let's see. Anything else? First impressions of group 2. First impressions. I feel like you inspire others with how you are, how you look, what you do. I feel like your actions, the way you carry yourself, inspires others. Anything else for group 2, please? Group 2. First impressions of group 2. Oh my goodness, why did that just come through? We have the card tension. You know how I said I feel like it's not like people sexualize you, and then in this card I'm feeling like I do feel like people have they do feel some type of tension. Maybe it's perceived tension, like they're like, oh my gosh, I feel the vibes with group 2, like I want group 2 and I feel like they want me, but really you're just being nice, you're just being friendly, you're just being fun and bubbly and polite, and they're like, no, they want me. And I feel like those two things conflict and it causes tension. So maybe you have different intentions of your connections with other people, and they have their own set of intentions, and those two things start to clash at a certain point when you realize, or when they realize, that you're not interested, or they read the vibes wrong. I keep saying them because I do feel like this is energy that you receive, because this is first impressions. So yeah, I am getting a bit of like your friendliness can be misconstrued as interest. I know that feeling all too well. Okay, group 2. But I just feel like you're able to connect with people in a really harmonious way with this Aquarius energy. I feel like it's just easy for you to connect with others. And that ease could feel destined to some, like, oh, they're meant to be in my life. And maybe you are group 2. Who am I to say that you're not? But I do feel like not everybody's meant to be in your life. Not everything that comes into the web is meant to stay there. Some might even destroy what you're building. They might try to destroy that web. Not intentionally. They just might not know how to handle such precious energy of group 2, you know? Yeah, I just feel like people may want to be around you, but I'm not sure that their vibe matches your vibe. I don't want to put it in a hierarchy, but I just feel like you're on a different energy, and it can be a little hard to match that. Even though you're able to connect with a lot of people, I feel that maybe people may not be able to connect with you in the ways that you need. Woo! Anything else for you, group 2? Let's see. Ooh, I love your energy, group 2. Okay, who are you? Let me know in the comments, who are you, group 2? Okay. We have the second house coming out. So I feel that people may perceive you as being wealthy, or you have a lot of material resources or wealth. Maybe you know a lot about financial resources. maybe you work in the financial sector. Perhaps you have a lot of knowledge about creating wealth or maintaining it, or generating some type of value. I feel that they perceive you as being very valuable. Perhaps you look very healthy as well, like you invest a lot of your resources into bettering yourself and your lifestyle. I see there's a level of ambition as well that people see about you. You have a vision for your life. You could be into like positive thinking, not restricting yourself to your circumstances. I feel they could see you as an optimist, maybe even a bit radical in your belief systems. Saying that because we have Uranus as well. But also I feel that you strike a balance between that expansive, idealistic thinking with practical measures and steps that you take in order to actualize your dreams and your visions and your desires. With this spider energy, it's like you know what you want to create and you dedicate yourself to creating that no matter what it is. You say that you want to look good and you want to smell good. You invest into those products and into your health in a way that makes that happen. You say that you want to create a happy and fulfilling life. You take action that is aligned with that. I just feel like people see you as someone who walks the walk and who talks the talk and walks the walk. Like you're authentic in that. And I feel like you're a living inspiration for other people. And I feel that's why you attract a lot of attention, because you stand out in that way. And that's beautiful. I love that. Yeah, I'm getting this happy-go-lucky energy as well. Or people perceive you as being someone who is very, I want to say light. Like, you are a beam of light, I feel, for others. Or at least your beauty just makes people feel like, wow. I don't think it's just your beauty, though. I feel like that's an added component. But I do feel like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that helps you to be this person in the world. So I love that. Let's get a bit more detailed here for you, group 2. Look at that, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you may have a softness about you, a sweetness to you, group 2. I feel that you lead with love. You're very open and kind, I feel. You could give compliments very easily as well, or you're very complimentary. I feel like people are naturally drawn to you because of this. You could also be a flirt, unintentional flirt. I don't know, or intentional, who knows. But you have a way with words. Perhaps you're very poetic as well, group 2. I feel with you. Very creative, I'm feeling. Your style could also be extremely important in first impressions. I feel like people love the way you dress, or the way that you put things on is very purposeful and intentional, I'm feeling. That intentionality with your clothing or with how you appear also has a magnetism to it as well. I feel like color coordination is important to you. Coordination in general seems to be important to you. But can we get a bit more here about first impressions of group 2? A bit more information about first impressions of group 2, please. First impressions of group 2. Wow, yeah, I'm getting a visionary vibe. Like you have big plans, big goals, big dreams. And you're passionate, you're headstrong. I feel leadership qualities about you as well. Group 2, I feel a very dedicated, passionate, attractive, magnetic energy that people pick up on. I feel that you're an inspiration, like easily you inspire others. Your ideas, the way that you present, the way that you are inspires others. I also feel that you're a nurturing presence. Like you're generous with other people. You care for others in a way that makes them really feel like, oh my gosh, they actually care about me. I'm getting like a motherly or paternal energy, like a parental energy. You don't have to be a parent, but I feel you could be like a mom friend or a dad friend, or like a figure that holds a lot of maturity and wisdom, but also you provide comfort to people that maybe they haven't felt before, that maybe they wish they would have felt from a parent, which is why I also feel like people become very attached to you in a way. I do feel material abundance coming through as well. People perceive you as having a lot of abundance. Excuse me, you're having a lot to offer in general. I feel like you take very good care of yourself, group 2, or at least that's what's perceived. Like you take very good care of yourself. You look really good. You smell really good. I think people may even think like, oh, I bet they can cook. I bet they're a homemaker. I bet that their home environment looks so good. I bet that their life is in order. I bet that they have all that they want. Like I'm feeling like people perceive you as very put together and headstrong, confident, very confident. I'm seeing a lot of confidence. I feel like they wouldn't even question why you're confident. I feel like it's very evident why you're confident. And it seems like the world is in your hands. Like you're able to create what you want, and it seems like you're able to get what you want. I also feel like people could perceive you as someone who has a lot of options or who has a lot that they can get out of life and out of people. Yeah. What can I say? Let's get a bit more. Anything else? Anything else for group 2? I love your energy, group 2. What can I say? I love it. Anything else for group 2? Let's see. First impressions. First impressions of group 2. Yeah. I feel like you're very caring, very kind, very nurturing. I feel that you're also quite intuitive, like you pick up on the emotions of others. You could be a good listener, someone who offers that I don't want to say advice, but you say just the right thing at the right time. And I feel like you just make people feel really good. I also feel like you prioritize self-care. You're very focused on care, and I think that radiates. You're showing up very powerfully. The figures that come out are court cards, and I feel that you're showing up as someone who has a level of authority because of how they've been able to curate their life in a way that seems successful to other people. But yeah, first impressions: kind, caring, beautiful, passionate, confident, joyful. I'm even feeling calm. I'm getting a calmness. Like I feel you're able to make people feel at ease. I feel that you are someone who holds themselves together in a way that helps other people to feel like things are okay. I'm trying to think of what the word is called. I can't think of it. Hopefully I'm able to like put a little blurb right there, but we'll see. Outside of that, I feel that people perceive you as very abundant, very wealthy. Perhaps people may think that you have a lot. Group 2, whether you feel like you do or you don't, seems like that's the vibe that you're giving off. You look like money, okay? Period. And it seems like if that's not the case, you just are perceived as someone who's able to attract a lot to them and who's deserving of a lot. So I love that. I mean, it seems like first impressions are extremely positive. Like I said in the beginning, you have a very dramatic presence about you, and I feel that people really pick up on that, and they appreciate that, and they want to be around you. So protect your energy, group 2. I really feel like that's important, that you protect your energy and you keep on being who you are. Keep on being that star, okay? So much love to you, group 2. Let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Leave it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of me. And if you ever want to book a reading with me, hit that link in the description and I'll get back to you. But until the next reading, I hope all is well in your world, and I hope that it continues to be well. And take it easy. Get some rest, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 3, and welcome to your reading on first impressions that people have of you. So let's go on and just get straight into it for you, group 3. What are the first impressions of group 3? Huh. Interesting, group three. I feel people view you as very alert. Like perhaps you have this bright-eyed expression on your face. Bright-eyed may not be the exact words I'm looking for, but more of an observant nature I'm feeling with you. I feel maybe a bit hyper aware of your circumstances. I feel some people might be able to pick up on a little bit of social anxiety sometimes, but I think that's if they know you a little bit more. I do feel that you have an appearance that stands out, like a gaze. I need a bit more information here for you because the Gazelle is a very interesting card to come out. I'm feeling maybe a bit of a homebody as well, group three. Perhaps you don't really go out that often. Or when you do go out, you are perhaps running errands or there's like a task related to your endeavor. I'm not really seeing you really being in the mix that much. It seems like people view you from a distance perhaps, or they might not have that many chances to really get to know you, to form a well-rounded first impression. But I am seeing that you're viewed as someone who has a lot going on. I feel like you're maybe a bit too busy to really entertain conversation with people. I am getting more of an observant view of you. I'm seeing your features, particularly your hair, could be something that stands out to people. And I am getting this observant energy. You know, we have the horse and the gazelle coming out. So I'm getting this hardworking nature with you. Like I feel that people perceive you as being very task oriented, very focused, very much in your own world, I want to say. I was saying homebody earlier, so I do feel there is a level of maybe you kind of missing in action or people being surprised to see you. I feel that the first impression is that you are intuitive as well, like you're able to sense things very well. But yeah, I'm seeing that it's more of an energy of you being on the move, a bit more to yourself, or sticking close to those that you know, observant, hardworking. Very observant, I'm feeling. I'm also feeling like some level of distance. So first impressions might be formed on social media, or you have a presence online that people usually get their impression of you from. And from that, it seems like you are viewed as hardworking or just having a lot going on. I am seeing, though, that there is emphasis on how you present. So, you know, I'm getting like your first impressions feel varied. Like it depends on who you ask. Because I'm not quite sure if there's like a universal first impression of you, but it does seem that your appearance stands out in some way. I feel like your hair or your eyes, just your features, I feel that you have like a strong gaze of some kind. I need a bit more here for you, group three. First impression for group three. What are group three's first impressions? What do people initially think about group three? Yeah, you see, we have Saturn coming out. So again, that's emphasizing that responsible, hardworking energy. I'm getting that's the first impression. Like you have your things together. You're always doing what you need to do. You have a plan in place. You're focused. You're busy. You're trying to make some money. Okay. it just seems like you're very task oriented, and you're big on not wasting time. You're big on, keeping peace in your life. I feel I'm getting this value on time. So you could maybe be a bit of a stickler for time, or maybe you have tendencies that make you a bit more strict. I'm getting some strict energy with you, group 3. So, yeah, that's also lending itself to me thinking that you don't really like to be around people that much. You might even have a slight dislike of people. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Let me know in the comments if I'm doing a little too much. But it does seem like you really, truly only care or connect with people who are close to you, and everyone else you're kind of just like reading the room, or you're just kind of observing. This Saturn energy it's like a authoritative presence. Like, it's hard to miss you, but you're also quiet. I feel there's like a quiet, observant, maybe a little bit judgmental energy. I'm not saying that you are judgmental. I just feel like people might feel that you could be slightly judging them sometimes. And that's not your problem, okay? Unless you're out here hurting people's feelings, group 3, which I hope you're not doing. But it does seem like you really value order, and you're concerned mostly with practical things. And if it doesn't make sense to you, you're not really wanting to entertain it. I feel a no-nonsense energy as well. So I'm feeling first impressions could be just that. Like, this person's not here to play. You have to come correct with this person. They seem to be very busy, very structured. They have their things together, their schedule, their routine. They're on it. It just seems like people view you that way. Like, they don't have time to talk to me. They don't have time to talk to me. That's how I feel people view you, group 3. Maybe a little bit impersonal. I don't want that's not the word I'm looking for. I'm feeling more just to yourself. And I feel like an exclusive energy with you, group 3. Like, only certain people can really connect with that person, or that person's hard to reach, or I keep wanting to hang out with this person or get to know them more, but it seems like they're always missing in action. That's what I'm getting from you, group 3. Again, these are first impressions. It doesn't have to resonate as your personality. This is just what I'm seeing is coming through for you. Some mysterious energy for sure, because I'm even having trouble reading your energy. Like, who are you? Who are you, group 3? Who are you? Let's get a bit more on first impressions. I think that's the energy. Like, it's this intrigue. Like, who is this person? But at the same time, there's distance. Like, it's hard to reach you. So I need to get more information for you, group 3. First impressions of group 3. Just one more card, group 3. First impressions. First impressions of group 3. Yeah, with Pisces coming out on the bottom, I'm seeing that you're here one day, you're gone the next. Or there could be like a fluctuating energy. Pisces energy makes me think of, like, of course, go with the flow, but not flaky. I'm missing the words in your group. I don't want to say non-committal, maybe. Like, it's hard to make plans with you if you don't really want to make plans. I feel your time is very important to you, and you're not wasting your time. And I feel that people are lucky if they get the chance to get to know you, because it really feels like you already have your time planned out. And if certain things don't fit into that plan, oh well, sorry, hopefully you catch me another time when I have more time. That's what I kind of feel with you. At the same time, I feel that people sense this peaceful energy about you. Like, you have a lot going on, but at the same time, you balance that in a way that makes it look easy. It seems like people look at you through the lens of you having a lot of grace in your movement. Like, you flow well, it brings me back to this Pisces energy of you kind of flowing through life. It's making me think of moving in silence. Yeah, like being able to move in silence, getting out of situations very easily without being noticed. Um, yeah, it's like here one day, gone the next. I feel like you navigate situations well and you get out of things that you don't want to commit yourself to very easily. And so I think first impressions are that, that you better catch them while you have them. It's like maybe people try to hook you, like, if we go this place or if I give you this thing, then maybe you'll stay longer and I'll get to know you. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like a bargaining energy, like there has to be some type of exchange for you to be in communication with someone. This is making me think like maybe you're a consultant. Maybe people see you through the eyes of work, or people only truly can connect with you when you are having discussions around something valuable, or when you deem something valuable. I feel like you don't play around. Group 3. It's like no nonsense. Like I said before, we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom. So again, you see his eyes are closed. Maybe you can't see that well. His eyes are closed. So I'm like, the King of Pentacles always makes me think, I shut to the BS. Like I'm not here for anything else but whatever's valuable to me. If you're not talking value, if you're not talking money, if you're not talking growth, I'm not interested. That's what I'm getting from you, Group 3. Like first impressions are this person means business. So you could be a business person, you could be very career oriented. I feel like you handle responsibilities very well. People see that. And I do see that people could come to you for practical advice, but I feel like it might come with a cost. Especially from you, Group 3. Who knows, maybe out here giving free advice, but I think they have to be close to you to get that. You have to value them, okay? Or they have to be giving you of something value. Whoa. You have to value them, or they have to be giving you something of value for you to invest your time, your energy, or any resources. Okay, again, we have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. Very hardworking, very skilled, very focused. I'm getting with you, Group 3. Eyes on the prize. I do see career orientation for you, like very focused on, if not your career, growing and building something substantial for your life and for your future. Let's get a bit more though. First impressions. Here one day, gone the next. Yeah, I feel like you're spontaneous. You still like adventure. You're always on the move. You're always trying to do something that adds value or experience in your life. But I also feel like a hot and cold nature. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands is excitable. Like it's an exciting energy, but it's also short-lived. So I feel like you bring a lot of interest and passion into people's life, and then they don't really get to see any other side of you. I mean, that feels more like people who are interested in you romantically. Also, I feel like you could have a lot of people vying for your attention or your time or your resources of some kind. But first impressions, I'm getting an attractive energy because you are so busy. I feel like that busyness and that inaccessibility, or you being unavailable, is attractive in some way. I feel like you are slightly unavailable, Group 3, because you are so focused on your own passions, on your own projects, on your own life. I don't think you have the capacity, or it doesn't seem like you have the capacity to really, give that much interest to someone romantically. Maybe you're in a relationship. I don't know. But I'm just feeling like you're very focused on self-stability and growing something worthwhile, and everything else is just for fun, or you're not really taking it that seriously. So that's interesting. But I still feel like people view you as someone who is quite serious, quite responsible, and who means business, but at the same time, you are not going to invest yourself into something that's not going to lead to substantial growth. And I feel like you have an eye for that. Like you're able to spot out, oh, this isn't going to work out long term, but I'll have fun with it. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. Let me know in the comments, group 3, how this is resonating for you. Very interesting energy. Can we get a bit more first impression? Yeah, for some of you, I do feel some people may view you as a player or someone who is non-committal in regard to relationships, perhaps. But I do feel like you commit to your responsibilities a lot. And that's interesting because I feel like maybe that's why. Like you're so committed to your responsibilities, you don't have that much commitment left for people or relationships. Again, I could be wrong. You could be in a relationship, but I feel like if you are in a relationship, that person that you decided to commit yourself to, like they earned it. I don't know. That's what I get from you. Like people have to earn a place in your life. Let's keep going though. First impressions for group 3. Wow. Page of Wands. Yeah, I really am getting like a playful, fun, energetic energy. Like energy. Like you have a lot of energy. You're always doing something. You're always on the move. It's hard to capture you because you're always doing something new and exciting. I feel like people see that you value novel experiences and that you like to go out and you don't like to be limited. I'm seeing a growth mindset. I'm seeing that you are a self-starter as well. You could have entrepreneurial vibes about you, like this desire to create something and to go after something and to believe in yourself to make it happen. It's a lot of wands. So I'm getting a lot of energy, a lot of passion, and yet structured passion. Like you're directing that energy into maybe physical activity, a passion project, your work, or just experiencing life, having fun. Again, that's where that Libra comes in. Like work hard, play hard, I feel. You have this work hard, play hard energy about you. It seems like you're a bit of a dichotomy, group 3, like very serious but also very lighthearted in certain situations. And I'm feeling like people see different sides of you depending on how they meet you or how they interact with you. Let me get a little bit more. Anything else? Whoa, group 3. Whoa, group 3. You show up quite powerfully. It seems like people view you as someone who's going to get what they want regardless of what it takes, okay? You seem to be viewed in a high light or, some people may put you on a pedestal, I feel. And I feel like it could be through this viewing of you from the outside. I feel like a lot of eyes could be on you. So maybe you have a presence of some kind. I feel like people see you as very wealthy, or you have a lot of materials in general. You have access to a lot. I feel like you have a lot of access to people as well. I'm seeing you as a temptation. We have the Devil coming out. Big temptation. You could also have Capricorn placements, because the Devil is Capricorn. But yeah, you don't have to have Capricorn placements. I just feel that there's this focus on career, discipline in your everyday life, but I also feel like this desire to indulge and to enjoy life's pleasures and hedonism and passion. Okay, so that's the two sides I feel of a Capricorn. I mean, that's not just Capricorn energy, but it's very strong in your reading. Again, you don't have to be a Capricorn, but the themes of passion, play, pleasure, responsibility, discipline, structure, maybe a bit of an extremist is coming through. I am seeing you as a temptation. I am seeing that some people may view you slightly materialistic or view you as slightly materialistic, or that you only care about things that benefit you. I'm getting some people may think you're a bit selfish, or maybe you only care about what benefits you is interesting. Again, I'm feeling like different people have different perceptions of you depending on how they met you. So I'm getting like some people who may be burned in your past may hold that against you and may feel like you took advantage of them and you did this, you did that because they wanted something that you weren't able to provide. And other people see you in this light of, oh, they're very responsible. They're able to help me in this way and they have so much knowledge and they're so smart. It's just, it depends on who's asking. It's interesting for you, Group 3. I'm very fascinated in your energy, but you look good. I'm seeing you look very good. Again, I do feel like you're a temptation for others. A big temptation. I also feel that people view you in a light where there could be a little bit of jealousy depending on, again, who we're talking about. Because, again, I said that you have this appearance of luxury and wealth, and you dress well, and you have a good style. You have good taste, I'm seeing. You like the finer things. And that's really interesting, okay? So I think I'm going to leave it here for your first impressions, Group 3, because, wow. You let me know how that resonates for you in the comments. Leave it a like if you enjoyed and subscribe to see more from me. If you ever want to book a reading with me, you can hit that link in the description. But your first impressions are very, very varied. But overall, it seems that the theme is you're responsible, observant, a bit of a player maybe. And you're just out here for a good time, not a long time. And while you're here, you're going to make the best of it. That's what I get from you, okay, Group 3? So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to keep going. Much love to you, Group 3. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 4, and welcome to your reading on your first impressions. So let's go on and look into what that may be for you, Group 4. What are your first impressions, Group 4? What first impressions do people have of Group 4? Group 4, I feel like people view you as someone who can handle a lot. That's a very interesting first message to come through, but I feel like people perhaps meet you under distressing circumstances, or they're coming to you at a time where there's a lot going on. So immediately that makes me think that, I don't know why ER is coming up. Like maybe you work in some type of environment where there's crisis happening all the time. It doesn't have to be medical emergencies. It could even just be like you're a troubleshooter, or you have people come to you with issues, maybe a counselor of some kind, or maybe you just have this peaceful, calm presence in the midst of a storm. Or I feel that people know that, or they perceive you as someone who can handle a lot. So that's interesting. You could have a presence that, I'm thinking of physical features. So you could take up a lot of space, or your energy, your vibe takes up space. But I am seeing a reliable energy, someone that people come to for support. So that's fascinating, Group 4. Very supportive energy I'm getting with you, very steady, very stable, emotionally at least, if not materially or physically. But that's interesting. Let's get a bit more for you, Group 4. What else can we know about first impressions of Group 4? Yeah, I feel like when people meet you, there's a lot that's going on. It feels like you are quite... It's like I'm lost for words. Like you bring a sense of ease to others. Again, this is why it makes me think of you being in a field where you're having to deal with a lot, or a lot of emotional pressure, or a lot of pressure in general. And it seems like you handle pressure with grace, and that's what people see. So Perhaps first impressions are usually formed within some type of environment that you're in. You could be more on the shyer side. I am feeling you are a bit more quiet, group 4, maybe a bit introverted, maybe a bit to yourself. I am getting a little bit of like shy. I think I've already said that, but shy, maybe even a little doubtful of your capability. I feel you have a very strong presence, and I'm getting peaceful presence. Very earthy energy, very grounded, I'm feeling. So people could view you as grounded, supportive, present, peaceful, quiet, and a troubleshooter. Confirmation. Someone who's able to solve problems very quickly and with a seeming ease. Like, I feel like you handle pressure really well. Can we get a bit more information for group 4? Group 4, first impressions of group 4. Group 4, I feel like, I don't know why I keep hearing sad eyes. Sad eyes. Like, maybe your eyes are very emotional, or your eyes have a lot of emotion, or you're able to see how people are feeling intuitively. Yeah, it's a lot of introverted energy I'm feeling for your group 4. Yeah, very much to yourself. I do feel like you prefer to be behind the scenes, or at least that's what's coming through. Like, you prefer to just do your thing and, you know, let people come to you when they need you. Seems like you're quite needed often. And I am feeling like maybe sometimes you do doubt how capable you are, or how much knowledge you have. Maybe perhaps you undervalue your contribution. It seems like you're incredibly valued, incredibly skilled, incredibly intelligent, and emotionally intelligent as well. But I do see a skilled, dedicated, reliable, focused energy about you. And it feels very sincere. Like, there's a softness and a sweetness to you as well. And I do feel like you have a very fun personality when people get to see you behind the shyness, when people really get to talk to you. I feel like people really enjoy those moments they have with you. So that's very sweet. I love that. Yeah, very playful, very fun, I feel. But I think they have to get beyond the first impression in order to see that, because you really are a light and a joy to other people, group 4. I am getting a healing energy with you, so your presence is quite healing for others. That's why I'm feeling you could be in a profession that does provide some type of support to others. And if not, then I just feel like you are a very supportive and healing energy to be around. And that's the first impression. Again, the playful and the fun and cute energy I'm feeling about you, group 4, is, I think, a bit after people get to know you. But let's get a bit more here for you, group 4. Anything else about first impressions for group 4? Group 4. You know what's interesting? I feel like what's coming through is like, I heard I would want to go through the fire with you. It's like people, if they had to choose somebody to go through life with, it would be you. And that's so sweet. And that's crazy that came through, because we have this Juno card with partnership here. So I do feel people perceive you as someone who is more of a person who gets along, or you can really see more of you one-on-one. I'm feeling in group dynamics you are a bit more quiet and to yourself, but I feel one-on-one you are able to connect with people more deeply, and I feel that people really feel close to you and seen by you when they really get the chance to talk with you. I'm seeing Pisces here, so I do feel like you are quite sentimental, or you are perceived as sentimental. You're perceived as a bit sensitive, a bit emotional, emotionally aware, quiet, introverted, I'm feeling. maybe even a bit spiritual, but I feel like you keep that to yourself more so. I'm feeling a very beautiful energy about you as well. I'm seeing ideal partner qualities about you, so people could perceive you as someone that they would want to build a relationship with, or they want to get closer to you in general. I just keep hearing beautiful, like beautiful, beautiful. So perhaps you're physically attractive. I mean, I'm sure you are, group 4, but definitely there's beauty that extends beyond the physical. And I'm getting just your vibe, your essence, your energy is beautiful, and it's refreshing to be around. But it does seem like you're very to yourself, so it's cute. Like the shyness I feel people perceive is really cute. But I do feel like you bring a lot of light to people's lives. So can we get a bit more here, group 4? First impressions of group 4. First impressions of group 4. You could have a striking appearance. Either you could be very short or very tall. But also I feel like people meet you at a time when they're going through a crisis or they're going through a lot. I also feel like people could perceive you as someone who's... See, isn't that crazy? That's how I feel people meet you. It's like, bro, like, what's going on? What's going on, group 4? What's going on? Sorry, that was my dryer. Don't you mind it. It's probably going to do it again. But, that's actually going to scare me. I'm going to probably wait for it to stop, and then I'll come back, okay, group 4? So, just give me a second. Okay, group 4, sorry about that. So again, I feel that people meet you at a time where there's a lot going on, and I feel that you're able to provide practical advice or practical solution to difficulties that people are facing. I feel like you have the solutions, and maybe you've gone through really difficult circumstances that allow you to be calm and cool under pressure. But I feel like these first impressions are formed within some type of environment that is quite chaotic. And that's fascinating to me. Like, please let me know what it is that you do or how you usually meet people, because the energy coming through just keeps making me think of chaos. Like, people see you when they're going through difficulty, or maybe they've seen you go through difficulty, you handle it really well. I am getting this one-on-one energy with you, so maybe you consult with others, or you again counsel people through things or stuff, like I said. You don't have to be a counselor, but I'm getting that vibe from you, group 4. Can we get a bit more here about first impressions of group 4? First impressions of group 4. Yeah, I feel like you could be in a healing profession. You are really giving me healer vibes. So you could be in the medical field, or you could be in some type of position where you are extending a service to others, or you are helping others, or you're interacting with people quite often, or you're interacting with people who need you in some way. Yeah, it seems like people meet you at a time when they've hit rock bottom, or they've hit a low point in their life, or they need assistance of some kind. I could feel that some people may perceive you as a bit overwhelmed sometimes as well, but I feel it could be overwhelmed with what's expected of you, or overwhelmed by expectations. But mainly from that 10 of Swords, I'm feeling like you're extending help to people in difficult situations. Again, we have that one-on-one energy. I'm feeling like people usually connect with you one-on-one, or they're sharing vulnerable details with you, or they feel comfortable to share a lot of information with you, that's where I'm getting that emotional intelligence with you as well. Group 4, where you're able to connect with people on a very personal and deep level, perhaps very quickly. And I am understanding why you may have this introverted energy or needing a lot of time to yourself or more time to yourself, because you are interacting so deeply and personally with others. It requires you to really recharge. And yet, despite you dealing with a lot of chaos, it seems like you still have this sweetness within, this lightheartedness within, that allows you to continue to do the work that you do, or to continue to move forward in life in the ways that you do. There's a graceful, beautiful nature about you, again, that I need to emphasize, that keeps coming through. Even amidst the chaos, it feels like you stay steady through the storm. Or at least you are that anchor for other people in some kind, or of some kind, or in some way. What am I trying to say? So your work could really be important. I feel like the first impressions I'm getting, they're coming through from a place of you providing some type of service, or you providing some type of assistance to other people. First impressions, I really get that you're extremely helpful, supportive, calm, patient, intuitive, nurturing even, and very helpful. I feel like people feel blessed to meet you as well. Like you could be an angel in disguise, perhaps. I feel like you offer a lot of support and assistance to people. So anything else that we need to know for group 4 first impressions? Anything else here? Anything else for group 4 first impressions? Anything else? I feel like you're a bit of a mystery to people, group 4. You're a bit of a mystery. I'm not sure that people really get to see you for who you truly are at your core. But I do see that you communicate pretty well. Perhaps you provide some type of truth to others, or some type of guideline. I'm getting paperwork for some reason. I feel like your work is really important. I'm getting an intelligence with you as well. Group 4, you're able to lay out what's expected or what is to come very easily, especially if someone's going through something difficult. I feel like you're able to cut through the issue and provide solutions. So I'm getting solution focused with you. Group 4, people appreciate how well you communicate to them about what they need to hear as well. I am getting people feel like you deserve a vacation, or you deserve more time off. You deserve to take it easy. Okay. But I'm feeling like you help people when they're going through something difficult. So you let me know how that resonates for you, group 4. You seem like a really great person. And I love that this came through. It's very niche, very specific. So I wonder who chose this group. Let me know in the comments. Much love to you. Thank you for your service, group 4. I feel the need to say that. I feel that you work really hard, and I appreciate any contribution that you provide in this world, especially with this energy coming through. I feel like you make a big contribution. So kudos to you. Keep up the good work. Take some time to really just enjoy yourself, and I'm wishing you the best. May God bless you, and hopefully I get to see you in another reading. Okay, hit that subscribe button, leave it a like, and let me know in the comments how it resonated. And if you ever want to book a reading with me, hit that link in the description, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Until then, and until the next time, group 4, take it easy. Much love. Bye-bye.